Finding the right dog trainer for you and your pup right here in Roanoke can really make all the difference. So let's walk through how to do just that. Think about it. Wouldn't it be great to have a calm walk along the Roanoke River Greenway, or just relax with your pup at a festival in the historic city market without any stress? Well, the right training is what gets you there, letting you both enjoy everything Roanoke has to offer, together. Okay, so we're going to break it all down into 5 simple steps. We'll start with what training looks like for life here in Roanoke, then we'll get into the different methods and formats you'll see. After that, we'll cover how to vet a professional, talk about costs and local rules, and wrap up with some awesome local resources. All right, first up, let's get into the nitty-gritty of some of the unique situations you'll run into in Roanoke, and why training is so helpful for navigating them.
The whole point of this is to get your dog ready for real life, right? A well-trained dog is one that can hang out with you on a patio in Grandin Village or come along on the trails at Mill Mountain. We're talking about teaching them to ignore those super tempting squirrels in Wasena Park or to just stay chilled out during a busy downtown event. It's really all about building confidence for both of you.
Okay, moving on. Let's look at the different training philosophies and the types of programs you're going to come across.
So, you're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's pretty much the standard for modern effective training. Instead of punishing bad behavior, it's all about rewarding the good stuff. Using treats, praise, or toys to show your dog what you want them to do. It just works, it's humane, and it really builds a strong, trusting bond between you two. And this is something you absolutely need to hear. If you run into any trainer who relies on intimidation, fear, or pain, just walk away. Seriously. Those old-school methods can actually make behavior problems a lot worse. Good training should feel like you're a team, not like a battle. All right, so what's better, group classes or private lessons? Well, it really depends on your dog and your goals. Group classes are awesome for socialization and learning to focus with other dogs around. Plus, they're usually easier on the wallet. But if you're dealing with specific issues at home, like your dog jumping on every single guest, that's where one-on-one private lessons can be a lifesaver.
Okay, so you're probably thinking, there are a lot of trainers out there. How do I know who's actually qualified? That's a great question. Let's talk about what to look for and what you should be asking.
You're going to see a bunch of letters after some trainers' names, and they're not just for show. Certifications like CPDTK or KPA-CTP, these are signs that a trainer is serious about their profession. It means they've passed exams and they're committed to keeping up with the latest, most humane methods. And if you're dealing with more serious behavior issues, looking for something like an IABC-CDBC is a really good idea.
So when you actually call or meet a potential trainer, think of it less like a job interview and more like a conversation to see if you click. Use this checklist. Ask about their philosophy, their credentials, be really clear about your goals and see what they suggest. And of course, make sure you get a straight answer on costs and their policies up front. No surprises.
All right, let's talk about the practical stuff. What should you expect to budget for training here in Roanoke, and what are some of the local rules every dog owner needs to know? Here's a general breakdown of what you might see for costs in the Roanoke Valley. Now, obviously, this can change depending on the trainer's experience and what's included. A 6-week puppy class might run you a couple $100, while a big board and train program is a much bigger investment. My advice? Always ask if they offer package deals. You can often get a better value that way.
Okay, here's a number to burn into your memory. 6 feet. That's it. That's the longest your leash can be in Roanoke City once you're off your own property. That goes for greenways, parks, sidewalks, everywhere, really.
And here's another really important one. By Virginia state law, any dog that's 4 months or older has to be vaccinated for rabies. And it's not enough to just get the shot. The tag has to actually be on their collar whenever they're out.
Nobody wants to be that neighbor with the dog that barks nonstop. Roanoke City actually has nuisance rules about excessive barking. So working on things like barking or separation anxiety isn't just about making your own life quieter, it's also about being a good, considerate neighbor.
Okay, so once you and your trainer have a plan, where do you go to practice? The great news is Roanoke has some fantastic spots to put those new skills to the test in the real world.
First up, Highland Park Dog Park. This place is perfect because it's fenced in. It's an ideal, safe spot to work on that all-important recall, getting your dog to come back when you call them without worrying about traffic or other dangers.
Then you've got Wasena Park and the Greenway. These are perfect for practicing those polite leash walking skills. You'll encounter other people, bikes, other dogs. It's the perfect level of real-world distraction to teach your dog to stay focused on you.
And don't forget about Mill Mountain Park. Those wooded trails are amazing.
You can turn a gorgeous hike into a super fun and productive training session, working on things like healing and just keeping your dog engaged with you even with all those great outdoor smells around.
So what's the first thing you're excited to work on with your dog to really enjoy everything Roanoke has to offer? Taking that time to find the right trainer is honestly the biggest first step. It sets you up for success and helps you build a fantastic partnership with your dog. Good luck with everything. Just imagine all the new adventures you'll be able to have together. At home, around the city, and with friends, once your dog has the confidence and skills to be a great companion wherever you go.